Dear students, today we'll see the session the way how we can iterate data frame data. So we know the what do you mean by iteration when we studied about control success, the way how we use how we can iterate the statement. There are some statements which you want to execute number of times. That is what which we call it as looping. Same way, in the form of iteration, the way how we can extract the data frame object data. So that is what which we are going to see. So we can iterate through rows as well as columns which we call it as items, data frame items. Now let's look at, before getting into the iterating over a data frame, first you will see the introduction which we learned the concept so far. So by now you have an idea of so far which we learned about series data success and data frame data success so far which we have gone through it. Then by now we have an idea of Python's two most popular data structures, that is series data structures and data frames data structures. You learn to work with series object and how to create a data frames in many ways. To just recall that series is 1D one dimensional data structure in pandas, and whereas data frame is two dimensional, that is what we call it as 2D data structure, two dimensional data structure. We just look at the example to understand which we studied series object as well as data frame object which we learned, so far. We just look at that series object is a one dimensional. Then let's take an example of fruits, like series object which you want to create one. Then same way you can just look at this, left side is apples fruits which we took one series object. Same way other one more series object, that is oranges fruits. Okay, and the data which we stored such a way that the same thing, instead of writing two 1D arrays series objects, you can make it into a single object by using data frames. Two individual series objects, two 1D series objects can be written into a one 2D data frame object, one 2D data frame object. You just look at the same example, the way how we wrote in data frame object. So data frame object, so which we replaced with series objects like apples and oranges. Now this became 2D array, 2D data structure, whereas here we just look at two different 1D arrays, two different 1D arrays. That's why 2D is nothing but which is a collection of one dimensional arrays, collection of one dimensional arrays. So just look at now. Sometimes you need to process all the data values. Sometimes you need to process all the data values of a data frame. In such a case, writing separate statements for assigning or accessing individual values will make the process cumbersome, thus for such a thing you need to iterate over a data frame. You need to iterate over a data frame. There are many ways using which you can iterate over a data frame. So most common of which you can see, there are most commonly used iterative among many types of iteration of data frame object. So one of the two things are df, data frame object name dot iter rows, the function which we need to use row wise which you want to iterate. Okay, so the function name is iter rows, iter raise, which we call it as iterating rows function. Same way, data frame object name dot iter items, so which we use for to represent. So iterative items means column wise which you want to extract the data. The method df.iterRows views a data frame in the form of horizontal subsets. That is what each row which will extract once at a time, each row data will be extracted, that is row wise. And the method, so df data frame object name dot iter items views a data frame in the form of vertical subsets, that is column wise, which will extract each time one column data. So these are the two functions which you can make use, majorly used functions for iterating data over data frame object, data over data frame object. Now among those two types of functions which we use, first one is iterating row wise. Each horizontal subset is in the form of row index series object, in the form of row index series object, because two-dimensional array which contains the one-dimensional array objects. So here each row is considered as one series, that becomes the 1D object. That's why we call it as series, where series contains all column values for that row index, all column values for that particular row index. Each vertical subset is in the form of column index. Vertical subset in the form of column index series objects, where series contains all row values. When it comes to the vertical subject, that is iterating items, so which takes column index and series object, but which contains all row values for that column index, one particular column for all the row information which contains vertical subset. Horizontal subset, so row index and all column values which contains that particular row. So that is how two differences which you can see now clearly. The example which you can see, iterate rows, the data frame object, which you can take it as left side, and right side which you can see iterate items. Okay, so same data frame object which you can take it as, and when you look at, so this is called, which we call it as row which contains all the column values. Horizontal subset, this is horizontal subset, which we call it as horizontal subset, and all the column values which contains, when it takes to items rows, this becomes here, this is vertical subset. When you vertically, okay, vertical subset, when it makes like one particular column index and all the rows of values on that particular column, which represents iterating items. That is what the difference between horizontal subset row wise and vertical subset column wise, the difference which we need to understand such a way that, so now using pandas dot iter rows function, that is what iterative rows function, how we can make use. First we will see among those two types of functions, iterating rows, the way how we can make use that function, how we can work with multiple examples. We'll see one or two examples to understand the concept, and practically we will execute those. Then we'll be able to understand how we can iterate data frame object information. Let's take an example. So using iter rows to extract data from data frame row wise. Data frame row wise information extracting. Data frame row wise information extracting. Same way position wise which you can extract the data, that we will see how we can make use along with this. So let's start with importing the pandas module. Importing pandas module, then create the dictionary. Yes, dictionary sales, we are going to create a dictionary object, that is sales information, which it is going to store sales information year 1, year 2, year 3, and each year 4 quarters which was represented, quarter 1, quarter 2, and quarter 3, quarter 4, because each quarter contains 3 months, and 4 3 is a 12 months, that completes 1 year. Okay, 1 year sales. Now create the data frame object. We know the how to create data frame object. We saw many examples which we learned the concept. Then so iterating means looping, so particular statement which you want to execute number of times. Now we use here for loop for row comma row series. These are the local variables which we use in df dot item rows, data frame object dot item iterative rows. Okay, and within that for loop which we are specifying row. Okay, and that row contain, which means row name will be printed here. So row index comma row, which will take row index name. Okay, and print, with print, this is a string value containing row series which takes place. And here row, you can see the meaning explanation of this complete example, the way how this iterating will works. So here row index which takes place, row series, all values in a row, all values in a row are in form of a series object. That is what which we learned. All values in a row are in form of a series object. Iterative rows, the function what exactly it works. Now the variables which we took, row and row series, row is nothing but row index, the name which will be displayed, and iterate row series which takes the series object for all the column values which stores. Okay, now iterative row functions, each row is taken one at a time in the form of row comma row series, where row would store the row index and row series will store all the values of the row in form of series object. All the values of rows means all the columns of that particular row which contains information. Okay, so that is how series object in the form of series object, one dimensional array. You just look at the output, row index quarter 1. When you look at the data frame, when you print, then if you look at that, you will be able to understand such a way that, so quarter 1 containing year 1, year 2, year 3 sales. So quarter 1 which contains all 3 years sales. Same way row index quarter 2. So this quarter 2 again second row. So that second row which contains again all the 3 years of containing 3 years of sales details. Okay, same way quarter 3 row index quarter 3, the label row label index name which contains again all 3 years of sales details, all 3 years of sales details. Okay, now same way quarter 4 row index name and containing all the 3 years of sales details, all the 3 years of details, sales details. So with iterative rows, you can iterate over a data frame row wise, where each row's values are returned in form of a series type object. You can also iterate over a series object just as you iterate other sequences using iterative rows to extract row wise series object. Okay, so row wise series object. We just take the example, same example which we took, row, and iterate the data. Now which you can take it as here, the way the difference earlier example which we executed and which we are going to execute now, I equal to 0. So row series I position, that is what which we call it as position wise. Earlier which we took in the form of data frame row label, now we took here in the form of position. Okay, so row wise series object, the way how we can extract I equal to 0 for val in row series at I position value, I equal to I plus 1, the position which increments. Okay, now this time you just look at now same data frame object, the way how we are iterating rows. Earlier which we saw data frame row wise, now position wise, same row index quarter 1, and instead of that data frame row wise information, now which will take like position. Okay, so that position which you can see here, so first value which is like year 1 column label, so that by default which you see 0 1 2, those column labels headers, but here which takes in the form of position. Okay, So that position wise which you can see, okay, so the way how it iterates the data. So quarter 1 01 position, at position 1 44,900, same way position 2. So you can see the difference here, all the quarter 1, complete quarter 1, okay. So the values which it was taken, you can see. So when you print the object, then when you look at that, then you will be able to understand clearly the way how it takes place, okay. So all position 0 1 2 quarter 1, same way quarter 2 position wise 0 position, then first position and second position, the way how it takes place, all the 3 years of sales details. So just take it that example here which we created first. Yes, the data frame which you take such a way that which will be clear to understand. So when you look at here, so one you understand, then clearly everything you will be able to understand. First one is data frame row wise quarter 1. So quarter 1 the data is this, you can see all the values, so which will represent the column labels here now, year 1 year 2 and year 3, all 3 years. Same way you can see quarter 2 row label name, row index, and the values of that all the columns that you can see, column headers, year 1 year 2 year 3, all 3 years of sales details. Same manner which will print entire data frame. Now when you come up with position wise, instead of data frame row wise, when you look at the position wise data extracting, when you look at the position wise, you can see quarter 1 same thing, and which will be represented instead of year 1 year 2 year 3, position values 0 1 2 0 1 2, which will be considered quarter 1 position values, which you can see here clearly. 0 position 34,500 and first position 44,900, that is year 2 sales, and position 2 the value is 54,500, that is year 3 values. So now instead of displaying here column and headers, default one the positions which will take place here 0 1 2 and so on, okay. Same way quarter 2 also, which you can see quarter 2 also position values 0 1 2, which you can see clearly. Same way you can see quarter 3 and quarter 4 also. That is how position wise which you can extract the data. You may also print the column names which act as the indexes for each row wise series object, that is row series in above code. In other words, you can use row series index, row series dot index to print individual column names along with row data, along with row data. The statement print of row series dot index, if we use with above code, will print the index of year 1 year 2 year 3, and type of data is object. D type is object, which you want to extract the index, row series index. Yes, you can extract that the information which we extracted this, that one index will be retrieved instead of position values, okay. So that is what this statement which gives output, the statement output which will give you when you execute row series dot index, row series dot index, that is what positions 0 1 2, okay. So then another example which you want to work with same manner, which you can see. So another student's information which we took here, same for loop which you can make use to iterate the data, to iterate the data. So which we applied, we created dictionary object, then we created data frame object, then we applied the iterating, that is for loop, row comma row series in data frame object name dot iterate row function, and row index comma row, and print containing a row series. First row index 0 which takes place here, okay, and then this is default row index, that's why 0 you will get here, and 0 which you will see that particular row index. So here again if you print the data frame information, then you will come to know clearly. So students marks sport. So this while executing you can observe clearly the way how you can get this output. Same way position wise which you want to extract, yes, this is what the output. Just take it this output to understand the concept. You can see this is the actual data frame information which contain, which you want to iterate the loop, which we want to use the iterative loop to extract the data from data frame object. So just look at that the moment when you apply data frame row wise data, okay, so default indexes here which was specified, then when you specify here for data frame object indexes, then those indexes will be taken place, that you will see once. Now just look at this, this is what 0 row information which you can see, name of the student, marks, and sport which he plays, okay, you can see clearly 0 index which contains. Same way, so index 1, okay, index 1, that is what this information, data frame row, yes, you can see the name again, student name, okay, then marks and sport. Same way like that which you can see all data frame row wise data which we extracted. Same manner when you want to extract position wise, so just make use I equal to 0 and I value, just print the position from row series variable, then you will get here the output which you can see. I'll copy here to understand the, yes, now just look at 0 row index and position is 0, position 0 student name, and position 1 marks of that student, and position 2 uh, sport of that student which you can see, okay. So that is how the way same manner which it takes place, the values which takes position wise. Now we'll execute the example so that we'll be able to understand the concept. Yes. This is what the example which we want to execute. Copy, first import the module, import pandas as pd, yes, create the data frame, sorry, dictionary object, yes, then create the data frame object, pass the argument of dictionary object, execute the data frame object, yes. Now once you create that, then you use the loop. First use the loop, we know how to make use loops in Python programming. So for loop, the variable in from where the data which you want to extract, This is the local variables which we use. You need to use row comma row series only, and here you just from this is the place where from this function we are going to extract the data, and colon must be there because which is a block of compound statement which we call it as. And now you execute the for loop statements. Execute the for loop statements, that is print row index comma row containing row series. So 2 times if you press the enter, then it will show the output. You will see the output clearly. You can see. For that, you just understand that. So data frame row wise. Data frame row wise is this is the row 1, and row index name is quarter 1, and which contains all 3 years of sales. You can clearly observe the values 34,500, 44,900, 54,500. Same way quarter 2 data frame row wise data frame row wise data, which you can see row index name is quarter 2 and containing all 3 years. Row 1, sorry, year 1. So quarter 2 year 1 56,000, and quarter 2 year 2 46,100, and quarter 2 year 3 51,000. You can see the data frame data and the data which we extracted here when we applied the row wise. Okay, so specific row wise the way how we can extract the data. All 4 quarters which you can see. Now same manner, okay, you can print again data frame which you want it. Okay, then apply the position wise. Now we are going to apply position wise how we can take the data. Position wise, just apply now. Same way, first for loop, there are nested for loops which we use here when it comes to for loop. Within that for loop statements, okay, so within that for loop which we are printing row name, row index name, and print containing I equal to 0, and which we are going to extract the position value. For that inner for loop which we specified for val in row series. Now for this statement which you need to write, printing the position and to increment that position to extract, for that increment statement. So at is the string value, whatever we specify within quotes, that prints as it is, and I is the variable, first time 0 position, and the value of that 0 position prints, and which comes again plus 1, 0 plus 1, which increments, then which goes, and first position which will extract, same way which continues, okay, till which completes the loop and which comes out of the outer loop. You can see clearly the way how it was extracted now. Earlier which we saw quarter, that row label name followed by uh, values, that column headers for within the quarter, row index name which we printed, and followed by the containing which we saw earlier execution, year name followed by values, that is column header name. Now instead of that column header, position values which takes 0 1 2 0 1 2 and so on, same output is same, all 3 years sales values, but representation is at position, the help of position. Earlier data frame row wise, now position wise which we call it as. Okay, so that is how which you can execute the example. Same way which we took another example, that is students data. Yes, creating another dictionary, student data, create the data frame object, sorry, df equal to cd dot data frame of dictionary object name. Print the data frame. Okay, and suppose you just execute this, then we'll see the after changing the index names. Okay, so this is default row label index 0 1 2 3 4, and we know when you make use dictionary that outer dictionary, this is dictionary with collection of dictionaries. Okay, so the way how column names, keys of dictionaries which takes place column headers. Now we are going to apply the iterating concept for this data frame object, that is for loop execution. Iterating means looping, which you apply to extract the data from data frame object. Execute it. Yes. You can see clearly the way how it is executed when you look at the output. Yes. First one, row index is 0. Row index is 0, which you can see. And that index, the information which contains that particular data frame row. So students, okay, label, that is name, and marks, okay, then sport. Same way, row index 1, which you can see the information of student, yes, student's name, marks, then sport. Like that, data frame row wise data which you gets. Okay, now here default row label index is 0 1 2 3 4. We will try to make changes here. Let's see. Data frame object again will create first. Df equal to cd dot data frame of dictionary comma index equal to which you can specify index names comma a comma b comma c comma d. Okay, shape of passed values is 5 and the indices implies 4 comma 3. 0 1 2 3. So we made a mistake here, 0 1 2 3 4, and we specified less than that. That's what you must careful when you make changes on our application. 0 1 b and c 2 and d 3, and one more you require, that is e. Now execute. Now print the data frame which we changed. Instead of default indexes a b c d e, now execute the loop to iterate the data now. Okay, so execute the for loop. Execute the within the for loop statements. Now we'll see the output. See now clearly, so earlier it was default row label names which we saw 0 1 2. Now which you can see a b c d e. So this is the data frame object which we changed the row label indexes by using index argument of data frame. Yes. Row index name is a now, which you can see, and that particular row which contains the data frame row information, which you can see student's name, marks, sport, all that particular row, the information which it contains. Okay, so same way position wise, which you can take it as position wise, you need to use two for loops, loop within the loop, that we call it as nested loop concept generally. So same example which will be executing. First you execute outer loop. So outer loop statements execute. Then execute the inner loop statements, that is incrementing, printing the position value and then incrementing the position value. Okay. So now press the enter one time, second time. Okay. You will get the output now again. Position wise which will show now. You can see the difference here. Earlier, so row name as usual which shows, and here when it comes to the labels for that index of data, column headers. Now when you apply the position, reading the position, that you can see when you apply the position, same row index is A, but it was represented, it was like column headers earlier, and instead of that column headers you will see 0 1 2 positions. This is the default indexes for columns also, two-dimensional array. That's why which we call it as position. Okay, so position value which we call it as. So I think it's clear now the way how we can extract data from data frame row wise as well as position wise by using iterative functions. Okay, iter rows function of data frame object pandas module, the way how we can extract the data. Okay, so we'll continue another type of iterative function, that is iter items column wise. How we can extract that example we'll see further class, how we can make use that with multiple examples. Okay, so thank you, we'll continue next class.